Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show, where I try to bring you new providers, new technologies, and introduce you to the best professionals in the industry, all so you can make informed decisions. Today, I'd like to welcome my good friend Ashley Rowland.
Hello.
Ashley's great, man. She's a telecom agent or a channel partner who has made
Mhm.
it easier than ever for people to start or grow their telecom agencies with her recurring raise course. She's galvanized partners to share their experiences and best practices to support each other through the Technology Advisor Alliance. And she's recently released her first book, Advice from Top Agents. Ashley, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well,
I'm excited to see you.
I'm excited to see you too. And your life has changed so incredibly since you got your Top Gun Show coffee mug. Isn't that
Oh my
right?
gosh, Steve, you're right. Every time I drink out of this thing, I'm just like, I get a jolt of energy. Feel smarter. I feel lighter on my
Yeah.
feet. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. And your husband takes even better care of you every time, right?
Every time.
I
100%. I
love
always
it.
try to make sure he uses this mug.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's start first with advice from top agents. Why did
Sure.
you decide to create the book?
Yeah, well, I like to create products that I would benefit from if I were the actual customer. So I saw a need and I thought it would be fun to fulfill it, really. It's one thing to know how this business works, but to know how a whole bunch of people do this type of business is a whole different set of unique knowledge. So for me, like whenever I spoke to a peer, I usually had some type of aha moment, right? Or I learned something that I could immediately implement in my own business. And so I thought it would be fun to put together a bunch of advice from some total, am I allowed to say badass? Some total badasses. And so we put the book together and thought it'd be better to share it with everyone rather than just hoard all this good information away.
It's so great. I mean, that's so needed, and I've seen it. I've seen it, and I know it's an incredible piece of work. You've got some of the best people in the industry on there. So,
Mhm.
man, that it's so great that you did that. It's like I said, it's really needed. You should download the book.
Oh gosh, you, definitely you. So really anyone who's in the channel. So whether you're a technology advisor like me, you're new or you're very tenured, you are definitely going to learn something. And then it's not just for technology advisors, really anyone in the channel. So if you work with technology advisors, maybe you're a channel manager or you're in leadership of one of the providers, this would be a great book for you to get to know agents better. Know how what agents think about, what we care about. Because listen, when we work well together, the channel grows and we all win. So
Yeah, your
everybody.
book, your book will really make the channel better. That's for sure. I highly endorse it. It's great. How can somebody download it? How can they get more information about it?
It's really expensive. I don't know if anyone can afford it. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually free on my website, recurringraise.com. So just go there and you can grab a copy. If you love Kindle, you can buy it on Amazon. I think I priced it at like $2, but you can get it for free on my website.
Right now, before the price goes up, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, tell us about the Technology Advisor Alliance. What is that?
Mm, it's so awesome. So Steve, you know how like you go to an industry event and you meet people that do the same thing for work that you do, and you just like instantly bond because you're having the same type of wins, the same type of struggles, or maybe you share something you share something that you do and you help them and you feel really good about it, or you learn something impactful that they share with you and you can just go implement it right away. So that's a long version, but this is kind of like that, right? But virtual. So we have a platform very similar to LinkedIn. It just functions as a safe space for technology advisors to share those best practices, to ask for help, to share vendor experiences, to get advice from others that are doing the same type of business that they're doing. So aside from being here to get better for the benefit of our customers and for our own businesses, people are here also to talk about important issues within the industry that affect us all, like M&A, private equity, TSP volume bonuses, consolidation, and just so much more. So I don't have to tell you, this is a very noisy industry with thousands of competing priorities. We're here to facilitate a healthy channel because, Steve, the success of the channel depends on the success of advisors. Boom, I said it.
Drop the mic. That was perfect. How can
Yeah.
people reach out to you or get involved in that?
Yeah. Well, if you have like a simple question about anything we just talked about in this interview, just chat it in the comments and I'll definitely be following this. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I get a lot of messages like you probably do, like everyone does. I can try my best to respond there, but definitely you can reach me within the Alliance like quickly.
Perfect. Well, actually, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun show, and then I know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now. I'm going to ask you a
Whoa.
different question, a different type of question, just
Great.
because you're so special and unique. So answer this question or complete this sentence. Never in a million years will I.
Oh
What?
gosh. Is this a trick question to see what people will say on your show and then go and do a couple years later?
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Steve, I'm pretty open-minded. So, I'm not a never say never kind of girl, but I guess I'm going to stay on brand and on topic here. And I'm going to say never in a million years will I accept private equity money for any of my businesses. Private equity money comes at a cost. Money's not free. So I know a lot of people do it. There's nothing wrong with it if it works for you. It's not something that I'm interested in.
Yeah, that's a great one, actually. I mean, I've been involved in that in other industries as well, where the priorities just change. It just does. I mean, there's a time and a place for it. And if you need it, keyword being need,
Yes.
then, you need it. But if you don't need it, you can kind of do your own thing a little more freely. So
Yeah,
I
I kind
agree
of
with you
think
on
of
that
it
one. That's a
as
good one.
awesome. Yeah, I know there's a lot of mixed feelings about it. I think of it as like I wouldn't give up a portion of equity in my home to make, to build another wing or make my home bigger, right? So we're gonna grow at a pace that's comfortable for us, and we don't want to give up part of our company in order to do it. So
There's wisdom in that, Ashley. Thank you so much. And hey, thanks for carving time out of your schedule. I appreciate you being on the Top Gun
absolutely.
show today and talking about your new book and the Alliance. Thank you for
Thank
making the
you.
channel better. You're
Thank
wonderful.
you for making the channel better too. And I'm excited about your documentary, and I visited your website. Let me know when you get baby gear on there, baby onesies, and I'll be a customer.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thanks for being on the show today, and thanks for watching, everybody.
Sounds good. See you later.